Hello, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to cook a egusi soup. So let's get down to the ingredients as usual. Okay, so before we get down to the ingredients of our egusi soup, we will first of all marinate our meat, steam the meat, get the meat ready, and then go into the ingredients of the soup. Now here we have 60 milliliters of water, 200 grams of beef. You can have 100 to 200 grams of beef, okay? I am going to cut into small chunks. So you already know I don't like my meat big. I like it in small chunks. So this is my preference. If yours is different, please cut it according to how you love yours. Okay, so I am done chopping up my meat, yes, into small chunks like that. But as I said, if you don't like small, please make yours big. Yes, this is the way I like mine. Here we will go with all the spices for the meat. And we have curry powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of curry powder, yes, 1/4 of a teaspoon of chili pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 of a teaspoon of sugar, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Yes? Okay, and we have our 60 milliliters of water go into the meat. Yes? Mix it up with a spoon, like that, and leave it in for 25 minutes. Before our meat gets ready, let's get ready with the ingredients for the soup. Now here I have the cow's skin. This is called kanda, the cow's skin, and I have cleaned it up. Here I'll cut it into pieces, yes. I love my soup with the cow skin, with kanda. Also here you cut it to the pieces that you'd love, yes. However you love your pieces, big, small, tiny. Okay, so this is the chunk I want my kanda to be in, yeah. Here the onions, we are going to divide the onions into 4, yes. So one large onion, yes, one large onion. And we are going to divide this large onion into 4. So when you divide it into 4 pieces, one of this piece is 1/4 of the onion, yes, 1/4 of an onion. You slice your 1/4 of an onion, yes, separately from the rest, okay? Okay, so this would go here. 1/4 of an onion goes here, okay? The other part of the onion goes together, okay? Don't forget to remove the bottom, yes? This is the hard part of the onion. This is what I do. See? Good. We remove it and slice it up, yes? Okay, so here is my onion. The cow skin is 100 grams, okay? I think I didn't mention it before slicing it, but please, this is 100 grams, yes? If you want, you can have it from 50 to 100. It will be enough for this recipe. I use 100 because I love it. But if you don't, please use 50 to 100 grams, okay? We have our chili pepper there. You can go from 50 to 75 grams, yes? 50 to 75 grams. Now, I use 75 grams, okay? I love my soup really peppery. Now, There are different methods of how to slice the pepper. You can use a fork, yes, to help you with the slicing of the pepper. You can pound it in a mortar if you have a mortar. I don't have a mortar here. And you can use your gloves, yes, to slice the pepper. Here, I'm done chopping off my pepper. So before I finish chopping off all the ingredients for the soup, my meat here, the beef, we didn't forget about it. Yes, the beef here took 30 minutes, okay, before I finished all this. And I'm going to squeeze it off, yes, with my hands like that, okay? Just squeeze off the excess water, just like that, okay? Apply a lot of pressure, just like that. I have my pan, and I will put in 3 to 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, okay? Turn on the heat, yes, turn on the heat so our pan heats up for 20 to 30 seconds, yes. When it's well heated up, we'll put in 3 to 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Okay, so our pan is well heated up, and I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, okay? Vegetable oil for frying, okay? And I'll reduce my heat to a medium heat, yes? Medium heat. My oil is ready for the onions, yes? Ooh! So. Okay, this recipe is not for children. The onion has given us the aroma. Very, very nice. Okay, fry the onion till it is brown, yes? Make it brown, not burnt, but brown. Once it gets brown, I'll turn it out into this plate, okay? Just the onions. All of my onion is in this plate, taking it off. Now I'll turn on my heat, yeah? Heat up the oil a little bit, and I'll throw in the meat into the fry pan. The oil is hot enough, and now I'm going to throw in my meat. Reduce your heat to low medium heat, okay? So you fry your meat so it doesn't bring out no meaty juice. Increase your fire, yeah? So your meat doesn't give off water. So you'll increase the fire to medium heat, not low, but just medium heat, so the meat doesn't give out water. We want it fried. We don't want to take away the nutrients. So, okay, you want your meat to be brown, yes, to be brown, and to stop giving out water, yes. Make sure it's on, yeah, just on medium heat, not high, medium. Okay, so it doesn't give up water, and that's when we'll say that it's ready. Okay, so here the meat is ready. It's ready. You can see that. And we'll put it in the pot. Yes. Okay, so now this meat will go in here. Okay. Altogether, I'll have 500 milliliters of liquids go in the pot, yes, plus this one that the meat was in, yes. I don't throw it away, I put it right back. See, I'm doing it this way, so I rinse the plate into the pot. I'm going to put my kanda, this is the cow skin, yes, kanda. Put in my Knorr seasoning cubes, yes, I love Knorr, so I use Knorr seasoning cubes. You can use the ones of your choice. and I'll leave it to boil. Once it boils, I'm going to put in the meat. Now, just so it has some taste, I'll put in just a spoon, my tablespoon of pepper. Okay? Cover it up on medium heat. I cook everything on medium heat. I don't like a high heat. I do it on a medium heat. Okay, so until it boils, okay? It's boiling, so I'm going to put into the boiling water now. I've reduced the heat so it doesn't come up that much. Yes, I put it at low heat at the moment. I'll put in my meat together with the onions, okay? Together with the onions, I put in the meat here. So I am done. I give it a stir and I'll leave it to boil. Check the time and I'll tell you how long it was boiling for, okay? At low medium heat, okay? Low medium heat. I don't like high heat, I use low medium heat. Okay, so the meat is ready. Yes, it's been on fire for 45 minutes, okay? I had it on low medium heat for 10 minutes and the rest of the time it has been on low heat. Yes, so low heat. Okay, I'm going to take out the meat into this plate. Okay, so let me take you through the ingredients for our egusi soup. Now, here is our egusi. Yes, here the egusi weighs 150 grams. Yes, 150 grams of egusi, 100 grams of smoked fish. Yes, there's a smoked fish here. The meat that was just boiled and removed from the pot, here it is. The onions, you remember the onions, that is it, the pepper, and 25 grams of bitter leaf, well washed, very well washed. So I'll turn on the fire. Okay, my pot is hot enough, yes, so I'm going to go with 1 spoonful of palm oil. Yes, palm oil into my pot. So before I put in the palm oil, I'll shake it off a little bit so everything underneath can be blended into the oil, okay? 110 milliliters of oil. See? That's a spoonful. I will let the oil to heat up very well. When it heats up very well, you would see that it will become transparent and white foam will begin to develop. Okay? Some whitish foam. Now it has the yellow foam, but you will see the white one very soon. In case you don't see that, you would see that it becomes really transparent. Okay? That's when your oil is ready for frying. And I don't know if you can see, yes, the foam there is becoming whitish. You see? Okay, it's not as yellow as it was. Now, I will not be able to say much, but just look at what I'm doing, okay? Because here, the vapor is choking, okay? It is transparent now, so I'll put in the onions, okay? Put in your pepper. I'll put in the meat, yes. Put in the bitter leaf. Fry everything at medium heat. I deboned my smoked fish, so I'm going to put it in now as well. Okay? Now the liquids I put it at 400 milliliters. If that's not enough, I'll add 100 milliliters, okay? So this is where I have my liquids. I added up water to make it 400 milliliters, okay? I'm going to turn in my egusi right in here. Yes. $150 grams of egusi. Stir it up, yes, just like that, okay? And now pour in your liquid, yes, just like that. Okay, 400 milliliters of water, of liquids, yes. I think I would still turn in 100 milliliters of water. Yes, this is my 100 milliliters of water. Went into the pot. I do not use periwinkles or crayfish because I am allergic to crawfish and I do not like periwinkles. But if you do, please, at this point now, you can put in your crayfish and periwinkles, okay? I don't use it, so I don't put it. But at this point, you put every other thing you want to into the soup. Okay, now I'll cover it up, leave it at low heat, and let it steam. Then we'll test it for salt, okay? So I'm going to add half of a teaspoon of salt, okay? Okay. I love it a little bit thick like this, so if you don't, just add a little bit of water. But for me, this is okay, okay? Good. I'm going to leave it to boil for another 5 minutes. So it boiled for about 5 minutes, okay? And I put in half of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to leave for another 5 minutes. And I'll get back to you, okay? You want the oil to come up, and that's when you know your egusi is ready. Okay, now you can see the oil is coming up, yes? You can see that? That means the egusi is ready, okay? Like I said, if you don't want your egusi too thick, please add in more water, okay? So at this point, I'm going to cover it up. Let it steam a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and then I'll switch it off, okay? Okay, so now the testing time. You can have your fork and knife to go ahead, you know, eating the gari and soup with fork and knife, but I don't do fork and knife, okay? Because I like the taste of the soup, and trust me, when you do the fork and knife, it doesn't give you the taste of the soup. I go with my hands. Yeah, so I advise all of you to go with the hands, okay? As long as you're in your house, go with the hands. When you go to a restaurant, use the fork and the knife. So this is it, you see? We take up a gari. I always like taking it up and leaving some in my hands, but if that's not your thing, it's okay. And dip it in the soup. Use your thumb to hold up the much soup that you can and throw it in the mouth. Delicious. You need to try this egusi soup at home. Now you can see that I cook minimal portions. That's for people that do not like to eat stale food. So I make my food for 1 day. And I make the next day, okay? Good, so try it at home and get back to me. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.